Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Maryland's will have some work to do after that short return. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Burgess. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it there going the other way. Touchdown, Trojans! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. Makes him talk to the hand. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Second down coming up. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Obliterates him, still on the move. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's high. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The Trojans line it up with a first and goal. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's high. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 14, Maryland 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try to pop the draw. Nice move to keep moving. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by...
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break off.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping him. A couple more down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's high. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. The Trojans are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? From the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Maryland 12.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Gain of 9. 2nd down.
The play action fake. Wiggles free. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off. Got room on the return. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from loss.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Intercepted by USC. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Takes the handoff. It's high. At the 10, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Petty. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So a little too much contact through the PI flag. They'll decline that one, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes.
Continues to fight for yards. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he...
First and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on them.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's McMillan. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Petty. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Metcalf. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Caught in the backfield. It's high. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Grab behind the line. It's high. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
43, Maryland, 12.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play and